Wow. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dolapo Richards here. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome, and if you're an old or returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Zikel Cosmetics products. This is a video that I've actually looked forward to doing. Like, I've really looked forward to doing this video because I've never tried their foundations before. I've only tried their old foundation, the first one they made, but I haven't tried their new formulas. I haven't tried their concealers, and most importantly, Zikel Cosmetics did a product and eyeshadow palette in collaboration with Lhidia Stanley, and you guys know how much I love Lhidia Stanley. So yeah, I also got her palettes. All these products are actually purchased. I went to the store to purchase them because I wanted to film this video. So you guys see, I take you seriously. So anyway, I'm going to be doing that today. And I'm just going to be giving you guys my thoughts on all the products, you know, how well they go with my skin. I have oily skin, so I feel like, you know, it's important for me to let you guys know what a product feels like on my skin or how well it works on my skin, because I know a lot of you that watch me have oily skin as well. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So these are all the Zikel Cosmetics products I have. I've actually had only these two before. The rest I purchased. I've used a couple of Zikel Cosmetics products here on my channel and even on my clients before, but like I've never done a full face of Zikel Cosmetics products before. So number one, I have this Zikel Cosmetics serum, this 24K gold ampoule serum. I've had this serum for a while now. As you can see, I'm already like halfway into the bottle, and actually like how it moisturizes the skin, although I only use it on people that have certain skin types, like people that have dry skin, but I rarely use it on people that have oily skin. But today I'm willing to try it out using all Zikel Cosmetics products, because I know when you use a brand and you use their range of products, you get better results than when you actually use different brands for one look. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but anyway, I have the Zikel Cosmetics serum. I also have the Zikel eyeshadow primer. This is what it looks like. I've used this primer a couple of times. I love it so much. It works really well. Like, it primes the eyes and your eyeshadow stays put. Now moving on to the products that I've not used before. Okay, I have the Zikel setting spray. I just bought this one. I've used like 3 bottles of this already. This is like my 3rd or 4th bottle now, but I just bought this one. Actually, it's a good setting spray. I mean, I've used it more than once. I'd like you guys to know that this video is not sponsored or anything. These are just my views. I actually went to buy these products because I wanted to film this video, and of course because I needed the products as well. But like, I decided to get a lot of Zikel Cosmetics products because I wanted to do a full face of Zikel Cosmetics, just in case you guys are planning on using their products or switching to Zikel Cosmetics for your personal makeup kits. So yeah, anyway, the Zikel Cosmetics setting spray. I have here the Zikel Cosmetics foundation. This is what it looks like. Their foundation, actually I used to have their old foundation. This was their old foundation formula or bottle. It was just a normal bottle, as you can see. So they came out with a like an improved version, which is this one that I just purchased. I got this shade and I really hope it works with my skin. I'm hoping it does, and I'm hoping it's not too light. But anyway, this is the only foundation I have from Zikel Cosmetics that I'll be trying out today. Next, I have their concealers. I've never used their concealers before. I'm excited to try it out. Like, I've been looking forward to using this concealer, so I'm so glad I was able to get my hands on it. So I got 2 shades. I got caramel and honey. So I'm going to be testing them out today. So next, I have the Zikel Cosmetics powder palette. This is also one of the products that I've used before. Let me show you the one I've used before. Like, I've almost finished that powder palette to tell you how good it is. This is the one I'm even ashamed to show you guys. This is the one I've used before. You guys can see that I've literally emptied the life of this powder. Like, there is nothing else in this powder palette except these two shades. I've used everything. So that's to show you guys that I really love like this powder palette. The formula, everything just is just so nice. So on the old one there is no Zikel Cosmetics, and on the new one there is Zikel Cosmetics. So you can see the difference actually. Yeah, so, and I can see that they also added a couple of new shades to it. Anyway, we'll be getting into it, sha. Let me just show you guys the last product that I got from them that I'll be using, and that's like the one that I'm most excited to use, the Zikel Cosmetics and Lhidia Stanley palettes. Like, you guys, I'm so excited. I don't know, I'm just so happy. I love the fact that they collaborated with Lhidia. Lhidia is a very hardworking and talented makeup artist, so I'm so glad that, you know, she collaborated with them, or they collaborated with her. You guys, my nephew is back. I'm babysitting him. There's nobody in the house, so he has to stay in the room with me, so you guys should just ignore any noise you hear. But anyway, I'm excited about this palette. This is like the one thing I'm most excited about. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm purposely covering the mirror, but anyway, this is what the palette looks like. It's so pretty, you guys, and it's so colorful. It's super colorful. I love the fact that it came with a mirror. The colors are just like, can you guys see how they are popping even on camera? Like, this is really impressive. I can't wait to create a look with this eyeshadow palette, even though I have no idea what I'm going to be doing today. There are 24 colors in this eyeshadow palette, so let's get right into the look for today. So I'm going to be starting off with the Zikel Cosmetics 24K Golden Ample Gold Leaf. That's the name of this product. I'm going to be using this as my primer for today. When applying a product that has a dropper, just a tip, don't put the dropper on your skin. Like, I know it's very rampant, like everybody or a lot of people drag their dropper on their skin and it's like aesthetically pleasing. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, because you get the germs like bacteria into this dropper and then you now put it back into the bottle. Like, that's like you are passing down bacteria or passing out bacteria into your product. Just drop the product right onto your face. The dropper doesn't have to touch your face. I actually just found out about this information recently, so I used to actually put products that have droppers like directly on my face, but not anymore. So I'm just going to massage that product into my skin. I'm going to be starting off with foundation, and yeah, I'm going to be using this foundation. The shade I got is Matcha, and I hope it's my shade. Hell. So I'm just going to take a pump of that. This is a pump, and I'm going to be blending it out with my beauty blender. I'm happy this shade is looking good though, you guys. It's actually my shade. Wow, that is amazing. So I'm still using that one pump. I've used like about half of the pump on one side of my face, so I'm going to be using the remaining half on the other side. Wow, it's actually a full coverage foundation because I've used literally just one pump and I've almost covered my whole face. Usually I would have to use like 2 pumps to get decent coverage, but like I have a decent amount of coverage right now with just one pump. You guys, I'm so glad I have my shade of foundation. Wow, this is really amazing. If you want to go full coverage, you might need 2 pumps of this foundation to like give you a full coverage bit, but like I think I want to go for medium coverage, and it's covered my spots quite well, although I can still see some of them. But like I said, I only used 1 pump on my whole face, so I mean, you don't expect to get much like maximum coverage with just 1 pump. So I'm not even mad at that at all. I'm actually impressed. with the fact that I use one pump on my whole face. Next, I'm going to be using my concealer, and the shade Caramel is quite darker than the shade Honey, so I'm going to be starting off with Caramel. Before I go on, today I'm also going to be using a brush set I got from All Things Glam on Instagram. This is the brush set I got. I bought this brush set and she gave me a lip gloss as a gift. You guys, some people are just amazing. I don't really like to apply products directly to my face. My hands are washed and sanitized, so I just apply it to the back of my palm or sometimes to my mixing pan. So I'm going to be taking this brush from the Manje set. The name is Large. This is a large shader brush number 1. So I'm going to be using that to place my concealer where I want it to be. I'm loving how creamy this concealer feels. This concealer is full coverage, guys. Full coverage. Because I only applied little and it's covering my whole face. And I still have some on my hand. Okay, so that is Caramel, or that was Caramel. Now I'm just going to be taking a tiny amount of honey. Ew, I think I took too much. I'm going to be putting that in my inner corner. The inner corners of my eyes. Just to kind of brighten it up more. So I'm just putting a bit here to highlight my brow bone area. You guys, this concealer is creamy. It's a creamy concealer, but then it dries down matte, so you kind of have to work fast with it. It's not a concealer you can just leave on your face for a long period of time, but even if you do that, you can just spray your face with setting spray. But the good thing about that is the fact that wherever you place it is where it's going to be. Like your concealer is not going to be spreading out, like, you know, if you use some other concealers, you place it here and then when you're blending it kind of spreads out all over your face. No, this one stays where you place it. All you have to do is just tap your beauty blender or your brush to it and it stays put. Like, I really love that about this concealer. I'm definitely going to buy more of this concealer because I'm really loving how I apply just a little amount of both concealers and I've gotten like quite a good amount of coverage from the concealer. So I'm really loving this. Next up, I'm going to go in with my Face It palette. So yeah, I'm going to be taking my highlight shade from here to kind of set my highlights. I'll be using this shade here to set my highlight, and name of the shade is Natural. I'll be using the shade Natural to set the areas I highlighted, and then I'm going to go into like this shade Golden Bronze to set the rest of my face. Okay guys, so that is done, and I really love how my skin is looking. My skin, like the products match so well with my skin. First of all, I can't even believe I found a foundation that's my skin shade. Secondly, the concealer, I also noticed the concealer did not crease, like even before I applied the powder, like it did not crease. Usually when I've looked up and down a couple of times, my concealer would just start creasing, but it didn't crease. Like, it still hasn't creased up till now, and I just love how skin like my face is looking, or my makeup is looking right now. So now that I'm done setting my face with powder, I'm going to go in with my setting powder. This is my Fenty Beauty setting powder, and I'm just going to apply that on the areas where I highlighted. I'll be using the same Face It palette, and I'm going to be contouring with this shade right here. I'm going to be contouring my face with this shade, and the name of the shade is Cappuccino. So my skin work is done now, and I love what it looks like, period. Like this is so good. I really love it. And the best part of this is the fact that I use little amount of products and I'm getting this amount of coverage, this amount of, you know, blend, smoothness. I love this very much. And yeah, these are products I'm going to recommend, although I'm going to do a wear test for you guys, just a few hours, just so you guys know how good these products last. I'm going to check the time now to let you guys know what time it is that I've applied my foundation and concealer and skin work, and I'm going to go ahead to do my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so my brows are done, and I decided to do my brows a bit differently today. I did not highlight my brows with concealer. You know, I already kind of applied a bit of concealer on my brow bone area while I was applying my while I was highlighting my face, so I did not define my brows. I just used my brow pencil, and I really like how it looks. So I'm going to be starting off my eyes with the Zikel Cosmetics primer, and I'm going to be applying this primer with my finger. I'm just going to be tapping it to my eyes. And I'm just blending it out with my finger as well. So I'm going to be starting off with this brush, and it's named blending brush number 7. I'll be going in with the shade Amber for my transition. I'm not sure yet, but I think I want to go in with Amber for my transition. That shade right there. So I'm using Amber in my crease, and I'm just blending that in circular motions. And you guys, I didn't pack on a lot of product, but you guys can definitely see Amber like popping. And I like the fact that the colors on the palette are the same colors you'd see on your eyes when you apply the product. Like, it doesn't look darker on the eye. I don't know what shade to go in with next. I'm thinking of going in with, I really don't know. Let me use Sunrise, because the sun is beaming through my window right now. I'm just going to go in with Sunrise, which is this burgundy shade here. I'm just patting that underneath the orange shade I already applied earlier. So once that is done, I'm going to now go into Heart Eyes, which is a red shade, into Heart Eyes. I'll be bringing that shade like at the center, or rather next to the other one I already applied earlier. So right now I'm just going to use this same brush to blend out the two shades. Just kind of blend it out. What shade now? What shade should we go into next? I don't want this eyeshadow to be pink. I think I even want to do, let me see, maybe gold. I think I want to do something gold. So I'm going to go into the shade Esther. Esther is like, I don't want to use Esther. I don't know. What shade should I go into? Let me go into the shade Okpe. So I'm just going to take a good amount of that product, and I'm going to pat it next to the red we used earlier. Okay guys, so I kind of decided to put the shade Okpe, that's the purple shade. I put it over the red shade because I wasn't liking the transition between the burgundy to the red to the purple, so I decided to go burgundy and purple. So now that's what I have on my eyes. Now I'm going to be going into, oh, I said I was going to do gold. I was thinking I said green. You guys, I don't even know. Let me try this green first. So I'm going to be using Jade. Is it Jade or Jade? I don't even know. But you guys pray for me. I hope it looks nice. This is Jade here. This green shade right here. So I'm going to be using Jade. I think I'm going to use Jade at the center of my eyes. Let's see what that looks like. Wow. You guys, it's so pretty. Like it's giving this monochromatic effect. Is this monochromatic? Abi, what's the word now? Okay, duochrome. Guy, it's beautiful. That's all I can see. So I'm thinking of doing like a, I don't know, halo eye situation, because that's what this is looking like already. Wow. I love it so much. It's so pretty. I've always wanted to do this eye color, but like I never had an eyeshadow that had this color in it. So I'm so glad I finally found one. Like, this is so pretty. I love it so much. So I'll just do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be right back. This shade right here is what I'm going to be applying into my inner corner, the shade Precious. So I'm just going to pop that into my inner corner. I literally applied just a little. It's literally popping. I'm going to line my eyes, wear my lashes, and I'll be right back. I'm speechless. I mean, look at this beauty. Wow. And to think I was clueless at the beginning of this video. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend out my face with powder, dust off the setting powder. I'm going to apply blush, highlighter, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I applied powder on my face with this same brush, the same powder brush I used earlier in the video. Now I'm going to be applying blush, and I'm thinking of using Amber as my blush for today. I know Amber is quite pigmented. I might tone it down with this latte shade. So this is Amber and this is the latte shade. So I'm going to use those two shades as my blush for today. I just want like an orangey shade, orange blush for today. So I'm going to do that. It's not really giving me the orange I want. So I think I'm going to mix Amber and just a tap of Lhidia. Yeah, that's more like it. Amber and Lhidia. So Lhidia is the pink shade on the palette. Also, I also love Lhidia Beauty. Lhidia Beauty is a makeup artist, or Lhidia Ebitomo is a makeup artist that I love so much. So you guys can see my face is all warmed up now. I'm tempted to use one of these eyeshadow shades as my highlight shade, but I'm also scared, but I'm going to try it. So I'm going to use this small fan brush from the Manje brush set, and this is the number 11 brush. And it's I rarely use brushes like this for my highlighter, but I want to use this one because it's very fluffy. Most times they are usually stiff, but I'll try this out. If it doesn't work, I'll just move on to another brush. So I'm thinking of using the shade Dimmer and Gold Coin as my highlighter. So I'm going to be using this one, this shade Dimmer and Gold Coin. This is Gold Coin. So I'm going to be using those two shades as my highlighter. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm only using little. The way I like to apply makeup, I don't like to pack on products all at once. Like, I just like to build stuff up. So I'm only applying little of this product, and can you see the glow? It's just like a very nice glow. I love it so much. So I'm going to just add a bit more of Dimmer. You guys, I love Dimmer Umi. Lhidia dedicated, or she named this shade after Dimmer Umi. And that's something I really love about this launch, about this product, is the fact that she named the shades after influencers or like makeup artists, YouTubers that she loves or that are like her friends. And I think that's like something that's like really thoughtful. So that's part of the reasons why I was like, I need to get my hands on this palette because all of these people, I love them as well. Do you get? So now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of gold coin because that one looks like it's very pigmented. So just a bit, yeah, just on the areas where light would hit on my face. I'm just applying a bit of gold coin. Okay. Okay guys, so for my lips, I'm going to start out by lining my lips. So now that that is done, I'm going to take the shade Caramel, and I'm going to be using Caramel as my lipstick for today. And by Caramel, I mean the Zikel Cosmetics concealer. I'm going to just take a bit, like a very small amount of that lipstick. And because this lipstick is a matte lipstick, this concealer is a matte concealer. Like matte concealers always double as lipsticks because they dry down matte. So that's a plus. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Honey, and I'm just going to apply honey into the inner corner of my lips. So I'm just going to apply the lip gloss all over my lips. You guys, this look is a banger. I love everything about this look. So now I'm taking the Zikel Cosmetics, what's it called now? Sealed Makeup Fixing Spray. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered, actually, with this setting spray, you want to be extra careful that your setting spray doesn't get into your eyes because it kind of burns. So you need to be mindful of that if you're using this setting spray, but it's a very good setting spray. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just press in all of that setting spray into my skin. Okay guys, so the look is done, like finally done, and I love this eye look. I love everything about this look. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and fix up my hair, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the finished look, and yeah, it looks really amazing. The time is currently 4:39, and that means I've had this foundation on for 2 hours now. Foundation, concealer, powder, primer, everything on for 2 hours now. So I think I'm going to come back by maybe 5:30, 6:30, just to give you guys a 3 to 4 hours wear test on the complexion products, and just so you guys can see how everything looks, even including the eyeshadow, the whole Zikel Cosmetics range that I used today, just to give you guys a wear test on the look. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next 1 or 2 hours. Hi guys, so I am back now. The time is currently 6:30, and everywhere is actually dark. Like outside is already dark, so I'm using my ring light to film now. I usually prefer to film with natural light, but because it's already getting late, I have to film my ring light just to show you guys the wear test. So I've been wearing this foundation, concealer, powder, eyeshadow, everything for about 4 hours now. So my face looks pretty much the same. Because I have lights in my room, I know that there is a bit of oil on my face, but because I have a light beaming on my face, it's kind of, how do I put it now, overemphasizing the oil, so to say. So but my face is still intact, my complexion products are still intact, my skin works still fine. I ate while I was away. I went to eat, I went to do a couple of things, I took pictures, you know, I did a couple of stuff. So that's why my lipstick is almost gone now, but I feel like I can actually go out like this. Like I look pretty okay, in my opinion. I'll just say that there's oil on my face, and that's because I have oily skin. But this foundation is actually very good for people with oily skin because the oil on my face is actually minimal compared to when I use other foundations, or compared to when I use some foundations, because I have other foundations as well that are very good for oily skin, but this one is also very good for oily skin. And yeah, so what you want to do after a couple of hours, I've shown this in one of my videos as well, but I'll just show it again. You just take your paper towel and you blot your face. And this is the one I'm using, in case you were wondering, this Paloma one. Very affordable, and it gets the job done. All you have to do is just dab. Don't swipe your face, just dab across your face and you are good to go. Like, my face looks as good as new. If I was going out, I would go out like this and my face is still popping. So I think I would say that the products are really nice. Like, I'm actually impressed. Like, I don't regret spending my money on these products because they all turned out to be really nice. I love the eyeshadow. You can see my eyes are still popping. Like, even with the oils and sweat and everything, my skin work is still popping. Even the serum worked well as a primer, because I used their products. Like, it's worked well as a primer, even though I didn't actually use a primer or a mattifier for my oily skin. I only used the serum and it's all worked well. So I'm actually impressed with the products. Yeah, so if you want to purchase any of these products, you can purchase it from them. I got mine from Zikel Cosmetics Ikeja. I'll put everything linked in the description box so that you can check out their page and you can just get to know about their products. I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I really did enjoy filming today's video and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And just to chip this in, I know that this period is a period where, you know, we're stepping into a new year and everything is happening all so fast. I want you to just take some time, just take up this task and take some time to just reflect on how well the year has gone for you. Write down the things that have happened for you this year and just be thankful. Just count your blessings and be thankful to God for everything He has done. You know, we can easily underestimate giving thanks or being grateful because we feel, what's special? I mean, but if you look at it, actually, you are alive, you are watching this video, you're smiling, you know, that's something to be grateful for. So just give thanks to God, just be grateful to God as we step into the new year. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.